McCormick County is home to a lesser-known African-American museum. With the help of the community, longtime educator Georgia Scott created a museum in Clarks Hill. Her goal was to create a place for future generations to see and understand the contributions of local black and brown people.
She was a person that was very generous. She was also what I would call assertive.
Georgia C. Scott was born in 1916 on a sharecropper's farm. She was one of two teachers in her family.
Most of them didn't go past the 3rd grade, but they went to school here.
She had a vision for a museum.
This museum will be a beacon of learning and inspiration, of remembrance and understanding, a place that stimulates a dialogue about race.
Georgia C. Scott's Museum on Highway 28, just steps from Bethany Baptist Church in Clarks Hill, South Carolina. Its pieces are carefully selected.
She went back and found slave trades and things like that where her great-grandfather was sold into slavery and how he had to have a pass to move from one plantation to the other, and we have those posted on the wall.
The building was previously used for storage.
Ms. Scott said, I want the museum done before I'm still alive. So she said, so we hired more people to come in and help us finish the remodeling of the museum.
She started collecting the items before its transformation.
I don't know where she kept all this stuff at, but when you open the museum, all of it showed up.
Each wall tells the story of African Americans in the area.
The African American story does not stand apart from American history. Instead, it is intricately woven into the fabric of American life.
Intricately woven like the quilts on display there.
And she said that if you think that we wasn't smart enough to write, but we could sew and make quilts to tell our story.
Clarks Hill native Army Specialist Fraser Dixon was killed in the Vietnam War. He inspired a wall for vets.
When Fraser Dixon passed, he passed his on. And when he came back from Oklahoma, he came here to one of our Veterans Day dinner and just to honor Fraser Dixon. And he brought this flag here for Fraser. We had the black Buffalo Soldiers, and they was all local from Clark Hill, was in the Buffalo Soldiers. And there's another lady here, she's Miss Scott. She's from Aiken, and she always, when she was a little kid in the cotton field, she used to always say, I want to fly one of those planes there. And she came, when she got older, she went to college, and she came to be a 2-star general.
It also has a display devoted to the family who donated the property. There's also church furniture and even cotton.
And so my buddy one day, he went to some white man's field and picked this cotton here, cut the stalks off, and he gave it to me. He said, get this to Miss Scott. And I took it and gave it to Miss Scott. She said, don't give it to me. It's gone to the museum.
The collection includes statues of prominent African Americans. It also includes the history of the area black churches, books, pictures, and artifacts from the former school.
This is the bell that Reverend Kenner used to announce class in the morning and end of recess. With this bell, this is his original bell.
The museum and a scholarship fund set up by Ms. Scott are funded by donations. It's a part of the historic sites for McCormick County.
The story, the displays that are placed here in this building so that the generation yet unborn will know what it was like living in South Carolina in the 18th and 19th century. Thank you for coming.
And the museum is open by appointment only. It's also accepting donations for maintenance work at the building. I have that information on our website and our mobile app.